This
Looks
is
like a meteorite or something.
It looks like a volcano erupted and exploded and then hardened. It's like volcanic mass / the worst sunburn in the world.
Right. Oh my God.
Which is actually really important, Brazil, because here's the thing. Chaga is storing within this part of it, it's melanin content. Melanin is the hardest antioxidant pigment for the body to produce. Melanin is what gives our eyes their color, the skin color, our hair color. Melanin is very hard to produce, just like glutathione. It's very hard antioxidant chains to produce, but they're some of the most important to get. That's what gives people that radiant glow in their vibe. That's what gives people the glowing skin. And not only that, that's also what gives the pineal gland its fuel to secrete 5-HTP, pinealine, serotonin, and melatonin.
For those who don't know what the pineal gland is.
Pineal gland is the third eye in some ancient cultures. Chinese medicines looked at it kind of like that. Ayurvedic medicine, a lot of the old art forms of religion would talk about the third eye in the East. The third eye is the pineal gland. You could look at it each way. There's like a spiritual component. There's a scientific component. So the third eye is the same reference part as the pineal gland. Pineal gland is actually a pine-shaped little cone. It looks like a pine cone.
Actual physical thing.
It literally, it's a real thing.
Cut your head open, I would see it. It's there.
You can slice your head open. It is there. Just as much as you have lobes in your brain, just as much as you have a pituitary gland or a frontal lobe or your nose or hormones running through your body. It's physically proven. The pineal gland exists. Just because it's talked about on ayahuasca retreats doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's real. So there is a pineal gland. And it does function, and it's a very important gland, and it's actually very overlooked. Some people call the pineal gland the seat of the soul, seat of consciousness, because the pineal gland is actually responsible for your level of awareness and focus. It's one of the most important glands in the brain for that. The way it works is when you feel your pineal gland by, for instance, going out and getting sunlight on your skin or sleeping in dark rooms, which allows your pineal gland to actually restore itself, almost like sleeping restores the hormones in the body and replenishes your body to actually, the immune system get its support during the night, your liver flushes. Well, the pineal gland at nighttime, it needs complete darkness.
So TV off, baby.
Yeah, no TV, no cell phones, unplug everything, not even a red light. Even a red light has been proven to disturb your pineal gland. Any lights.
You need it pitch black. You should be hitting the walls if you get up.
A good mutual friend actually does what I call the Dexter kill room. So he'll actually put up black garbage bags over we'll go to hotels traveling. Yeah. He'll literally put black garbage bags on all the windows and on the door. At hotels, it's always super bright in the hallway, the lights coming underneath the door. He'll have garbage, like it's literally like you go into a tent.
He just tucks it all in,
and it's completely blacked out. And what that's for is actually he may have different answers for why it's for, but one of the reasons it's good, at least, is the pineal gland needs complete darkness / which is weird, also needs sunlight. So it needs direct sunlight. That's why not only do you get vitamin D, like we look at like getting sunlight on our skin. What's the value? Ask like 99 people. 99 of them, 98 of them are going to say vitamin D. How many people are going to say all the other things it does? They're going to not probably mention the pineal gland, and that's the most important thing. It secretes vitamin D, which is a hormone, which then secretes into the pineal gland and creates melanin. Melanin then gives that beautiful glow in the skin, the eyes, as I mentioned. It brings out the color. We even have vloggers saying that this actually increased their eye color to be more blue. We have a famous vlogger that actually says that on YouTube, before and afters.
Wow.
And a lot of our customers say that. But what I was getting to with the pineal gland is this part of the chaga, this black part, is a concentration of melanin from the sun. So you can drink it. So if you're not getting enough sun, for instance, in cold climates, this is incredible food. Hence, it grows in cold climates. Canada, Siberia, Finland. You drink it, supports your pineal gland. You have that laser sharp focus. Your pineal gland gets activated. And then what happens is it starts to secrete melatonin. What does that do? Helps you sleep. Also secretes pinealine, which is a psychoactive chemical. Releases 5-HTP, which is also a psychoactive chemical. And serotonin, a very feel-good hormone chemical.
Yes.
So you can see it does a lot.
That's what's in here?
That's what's in there.
Wow. So what is like one dose of this?
So what you want to do is you want to take 1 ounce at a time. That's what we recommend.
Okay.
And you can take that on an empty stomach, and it's actually better you take it on an empty stomach so you can actually feel that kick of the pineal gland, which feels like just a sharpness of mental clarity. Now that formula is really interesting because it's not just chaga in there. So we actually have a combination of 8 or 9 different other herbs depending on the season, but it's sarsaparilla, juniper, wintergreen, burdock, dandelion root. All of these herbs are actually an ancient blend. Like we always think of root beer as like kind of the soda sugary version that just tastes kind of nice.
Okay.
Root beer actually used to be called root tea, and it was practiced all around the world. They would make a digestive herbal tonic that had all those herbs in it for after you consume a large meal. You would use it as a digestive. We just decided to add Chaga in because a lot of those herbs actually grow in Canada where we forage the mushroom, and they actually balance out the flavor profile of Chaga beautifully. We want everyone to enjoy it because that's what I thought's always been missing in health and wellness. There's not enough things that are nostalgic and fun and playful and delicious. It shouldn't have to just be you have to take these bitter herbal tonics or, you know, have just thousands of different supplements in your drawer, but you're never actually taking them because you don't really enjoy the experience. Why don't we have the fine wine or the fine alcohol cocktails of mushroom products or herbal products? So that's the idea behind this.
So alkalizing, digestive, skin sexifying, pineal gland activator. So how would you describe the effect? If somebody takes this, do they feel it right away? Or is it just like a gradual thing that enhances health more so over time?
Well, it has a combination of both. I'll tell you a story. We do a lot of activations at Air One, this fancy health food store. So we'll go and actually sample the product out to people. And what we found is many people will come over and try a shot, continue going grocery shopping, and about 10 minutes later come over and saying like, what did you put in that? I feel like so high energy. I feel lit up. And it's people feeling what they should really feel from foods, but because everything's so mass manufactured.
And we're indoors all the time, we're not getting like our lifestyle is not primal.
It's sedentary. It's just nonsense at this point. And this is what it's doing. They're getting all these wild foods. They're getting organic biodynamic herbs, and they're getting it in a liquid format. We'll see it firsthand with people giving us that eye contact. Like, I'm in a different dimension here.
Yeah.
You know, then we have thousands of testimonies on our website. We ship to 24 international countries. Even as far as Saudi Arabia are ordering Chaga elixirs, believe it or not.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Australia, Russia, you name it. And what we found is that some people will notice it immediately, and the rest of people will notice it about 2-3 weeks in. You'll feel that nice mental clarity. You'll notice your skin starts improving. You'll start getting that more clearness in your eyes, almost like a presence work activation, almost like some Eckhart Tolle meditations occurred.
Yes.
Your hair will feel beautiful and luscious and luxurious. Third is you'll notice your immune system is extremely strong because these are immune foods. These are immune supportive foods. So so when everyone else is getting sick, you're not getting sick.
You talk so confidently about this. You're almost like a health dominatrix. You will feel fantastic.
I'm choking out like any last inhibitions to mushrooms. Like, we'll see. You will like it. You will like it. Remember, this is also 6 years of... Picture this. If you knew you've had some crazy philosopher's stone of something that works for 95% of people you've given it to, like, you know, there's always 5-6% of people like, I don't really feel it. It can happen with anything, right? Some people don't get affected from coffee. So
some people have taken Molly pills and don't feel anything.
That's what I'm saying. So they can't claim everyone, but like if you've seen like 95% of people have the most insane testimonies after, not just, by the way, that stuff I'm saying, with just the mental sharpness, the skin and the sleep and the immune system. It's not just that. It's also what increases the magic in their life. They notice more synchronicities occur. They notice more amazing opportunities come where it's like a good luck generator. And it's because we're not just putting all those herbs together. We're doing a lot. This is where it gets crazy esoteric for those at home that are like, he talked about the Pineal Gland. That was good. But now he's going to talk about the crystals and the lunar cycles and the 432 hertz frequency generators.
Can I take a shot of this?
Please do.
Johnny, could you grab me a shot glass, please? Brazzy, come here. No knocking over the tripod. Come here. Okay. I'm very intrigued. Well, for one, because I mean, I've tried the psychedelic mushrooms and I've seen what they can do even in the smallest of doses.
Right.
I've I was pretty straight edge till I was like 21, and that's when I started drinking. And then I did a lot of experimentation in my 20s, partied pretty much everything, and then what I realized is that most of the stuff that I tried partying with, right, especially in my early 20s with like blow and with Molly and that kind of stuff, is they mostly felt like a lie.
That's a good way to put that.
Felt like a lie, and then the next day it was like, I regret the day before because I was operating off of a lie, right?
What was the lie? What would you say the lie is?
An exaggerated feeling that's not related to the moment.
Got it.
Whereas when I did mushrooms, it felt like it showed me more of the truth.
Got it.
It was a completely different thing, and then I stopped using the other stuff because mushrooms literally just felt so natural. Something about it literally was it put me into such a natural state of being that I can only imagine that it has many other properties, right? Not just the psychoactive kind. Like,
absolutely.
You know, even the tiniest little piece of chocolate, I've taken it and like it's affected me for like weeks.
Wow.
Right. And just like the way I flow, my voice sounds different. Like I laugh more. I'm in a different rhythm. It's so interesting how a little piece of matter can affect you that much.
I know.
Right. And I think because I've seen it on the psychoactive side, I'm now imagining what could it do on the
on the medicinal health side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's you really summed that up beautifully. That's exactly the direction of what we wanted to showcase for people is, yes, psychoactive mushrooms are awesome, and so is culinary mushrooms, lots of delicious mushrooms. But let's see what actually happens when the society starts taking this kind of food.
So like fill this whole thing up?
I'll do about half that.
About half? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that would be about an ounce. Perfect.
All right, this is my first shot of the wild chaga elixir. We'll get a close-up of it on the camera.
Cheers to magic, my friend.
It tastes great.
Good.
I didn't know what to expect from it, but
you're like this mushroom juice, and I'm showing this thing. It's like the longest sunburn in history. You're like, what could this taste like?
That's great.
Yeah, we designed it. It had to taste great. I wasn't going to release it unless it tastes great.